I thought, the same thing. Like I really didn't think like when I was a young kid, I thought they were just getting rich and, living good. And then as I grew up, I thought they're exploiting them for money and stealing their bread and making them sign these crazy contracts for the money. But it's quite clear that these people are starting to show us why they were doing these to the kids. Right? I mean, it's showing us dead wood why they were exploiting these children. It wasn't for the money. It wasn't at all for the money. It seems to be something way more dark and sinister, y'all. I'm just going to be honest.
Comedian selling out arenas. He's a hilarious storyteller, Emmy award-winning actor, voice actor, rapper, writer, producer, director, icon, genius, a national treasure, philanthropist, humanitarian, social activist, a father, one of the great funny men of our generation and any generation, Mr. Katt Williams.
Thank you, sir.
How was that
magnificent. You are magnificent at intros, and you did not skimp on mine. I appreciate it.
Appreciate that. Anytime.
I've seen Katt Williams 3 times, bro. One of the best comedians I've ever seen. The show's always amped up. Party time. Oh, yeah. Fire music. Everybody dressed to impress. Yeah, Katt Williams show's fire, y'all.
When you come to Club Shay Shay, we have to toast.
Yes.
Bro, you've been doing it. I mean, you're one of the top one of the top touring comedians of all time. You already got started before we started taping.
I did.
Appreciate that. Tell the people at home.
I thought they was lying. And yeah, this particular alcohol is stronger than you think it would be, probably by about 2. And unbelievably smoother and milder by the same maybe 30% than you could possibly expect. And unlike cognacs the world over, this one doesn't taste like wood at the end, and it doesn't taste like it's got artificial colors, and it doesn't taste like it's got artificial flavors. It's a fine product.
He's a connoisseur. You can tell he's a cognac connoisseur. He understands the method that goes into making cognac.
Right. Well, as a comedian, you get free drinks at the club. So all comedians either turn out to be connoisseurs like myself, or straight up and down alcoholics like 60% of Hollywood.
He's been calling them out.
Well, thanks for stopping by the club. I understand that you're very, very busy, and for you to take time out of your busy schedule and stop in today, we really, really appreciate it here at Club Shay Shay. So thanks for stopping by, Katt.
And I needed you to know why I came by.
Yeah, I need you to tell us why.
People know I don't go everywhere. I'm not interested in talking to people unless it's like a Larry King or somebody of an amazing ilk that I would actually want to go talk to in real life.
Okay.
I don't do it so I can sell product, and I got things to sell, so let me come talk. You have a great product here, and as a fan base, we love the attention that you spend on the guests. We love how much work you've done, how well you know them, how prepared you are. The same things that we liked about you.
You might want to go back.
You brought that on over to here, and that's why it resonates. And the reason I had to come is because you made a safe place for the truth to be told. You know what I mean?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I have watched all of these lowbrow comedians come here and disrespect you in your face and tell you straight up lies. I'm talking about things that have never been heard in all of Black Hollywood. They feel comfortable sitting here lying to you about it.
You gonna set the record straight?
Are you kidding me? You let Ricky Smiley sit here and you said out that mouth, you stole Friday After Next, the one I was in. I wish all of America fumbled
now,
a
I
bit.
seen Ricky Smiley's reaction to that. Ricky Smiley says he was going to be Money Mike. That's what Ricky Smiley said. He said, I showed up to play the part, Money Mike, and rehearse, try out for the role of Money Mike. And then he said that they switched him to the Santa because Katt came in and stole the show. Like, Katt played Money Mike better than Ricky Smiley could. And that's what Ricky Smiley said. You know, give all props to Katt Williams because he's a monster at that. He was great at that. Immediately.
And then he said some stuff that we haven't heard in 100 years in Hollywood. You ain't say nothing. This man told you he had Katt Williams' role. He was going to be Money Mike.
Wait.
And Katt Williams was going to be the Santa Claus. Now let's 3 quick points. You mean in Hollywood they cast a 5'5" black Santa Claus that weigh 145 pounds? That's your story. Your story is the Ricky Smiley that couldn't even do curse words because he had a Christian fan base. He was gonna play the pimp. Why you didn't ask him why has he played a woman in more movies than he's played a man?
Well, I didn't know
he shouldn't be able. You wouldn't let a athlete that been on steroids talk about one of the greats.
Nope.
Ricky Smiley can't act because Ricky Smiley can't act. He told you the story about when the movie came out. Where did he say he watched it? At home. He wasn't even at the premiere. You telling this man you stole that. Oh, so he could get his name in the same sentence with a great one. It is sad. He was just that bitter when we were shooting it. He told everybody, it should have been my role. Everybody on the scene. Why do you think no cast member has ever said anything?
He couldn't have played that role like you. I thought he was.
Sir, no one. Why no? He was with KD. He beat up Terry Crews. Why nobody know this story? You talking about in Hollywood, they switched off roles. You take this and he, what? So Ricky Smiley knows this. And I don't know why he would lose a child and come on the air and start lying. That's why people believe in rituals right there. It's because, well, why would he lie? I don't know why liars lie. But I can tell you this. We auditioned in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I was audition number 201. 200 black comedians auditioned for the role of Money Mike with me. You're saying all 201 of us was auditioning and you had already had the role and had already shot the role in 4 days? The truth of the matter is the Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom. And that's what Ricky Smiley was okay with. Katt Williams had to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and our powers that be in his very first movie and say respectfully, humbly, guys, if we're talking about anything else, I have no credibility and I have no pull. But we're talking about comedy, right? Where I have all the credibility and all the pull. The problem with Friday After Next is we're trying to make a classic comedy. And this comedy involves a rape. And rape is never funny, no matter who it happens to or what the circumstances are. If you would allow me to allow us to do this movie without a black man getting raped in it, I promise you that it will be twice as funny as it would be with him getting raped. So considering that's the real story, why would you bring up that story? 35 members of the cast and crew have never brought up that Ricky Smiley was going to play Money Mike. No one ever saw me put on a Santa Claus suit. We got a wardrobe department. They made a Santa Claus suit for me. Why that wasn't in the bloopers? Why? And here's the other thing. Everything that Money Mike said, Katt Williams wrote. So what Ricky Smiley say on his? You can't say my lines, I wrote them. That's how I already know that I'm going to be funnier than you. What he told everybody was Katt Williams, and don't nobody know who he is. I'm on the radio. I'm with Steven Said. Everybody know me. That's what he told everybody that would listen to on the set. That's the truth of the matter. He was so egregious, not now, then he was so egregious that, and Hollywood has never heard this in 100 years. He was so egregious, I put in my contract that I won't work with Ricky Smiley again unless he's in a dress. Now, what was Ricky Smiley's next movie? Was it First Sunday? Did he wear a dress in
Ricky
it?
ain't funny
You
at all.
bet he did. It's in my contract.
Yeah, he's
Why
more
would
like
you put that in your contract, Katt?
That's where he's the unbelievable actor. Him and Tyler Perry can't play a man to save their life.
Oh, wow.
They play good women, and I believe that the best
wow.
actor should be in the best role.
Damn.
So that's why, because when we released that clip and he
Cut
said
him
that,
up
you
now.
responded because he said he was supposed to play Money Mike and you were supposed to play Santa Claus.
An outright lie.
So
That he knows is a
those
lie.
are the nice ones.
So why would he say it?
Because he's a liar. Nobody
Those are the
knows
nice
why
ones,
liars lie. And that's why I had to come on the
Christ goes
program.
off his chairs
Cedric
like
did the same
here,
thing.
and
Cedric
they're not-
told you when you asked him, did you steal
leather
Katt Williams' joke?
Yeah.
He said, it don't line up.
$1,000.
How it don't line up that I did it on TV in 2018? You came to see me at the Comedy Store do it in 2019 and then did it on the Kings of Comedy. Like, what doesn't line up? This is a televised joke that Mark Curry helped me punch up and get to the level that it was. The same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had. Now Steve got a sitcom where he the principal and he wear a suit and then he gets this high top fade, making all black men think he got the best lineup in the business. And it's a man unit. Then you ask it, why you not a movie star? I didn't want to be a movie star. This the same Negro that hated on Bernie with this same thing. I didn't want to be a movie star. No, you couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asks for a country bumpkin black dude that can't talk good, baby, and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You would have to have range. I played a lot of characters, 60 movie roles. I'm not playing Katt Williams in there.
I don't know, Katt. We might not let you drink anymore the way I mean, we ain't even got.
I'm not fueled by alcohol.
That's fire, bro.
I've had a sip, less than you.
Fire.
The truth don't need motivation. I'm just saying I can't let these dudes lie. Cedric sitting here telling you why he ain't a movie star. He over here look like a walrus. You didn't say nothing. He can't even get his arms off his stomach sitting over here. Why I'm not a movie star. What?
It's a situation.
He never wrote anything. Remember, when Cedric the Entertainer starts, he's supposed to be singing, dancing, and telling jokes. That's why he's called the Entertainer.
Right.
We found out he can't sing, can't dance, and doesn't write jokes. He did 4 comedy specials. They're so bad, Shannon, they're not available on Netflix or Tubi. Can I say that again for the audience? They're so bad that they're not available on Netflix or Tubi.
Damn. You don't think Sam's a good comedian?
The world doesn't think that, sir. I have 12 comedy specials. He has 4 specials that are not available on Netflix or Tubi.
Damn.
It seems to me, Katt, that you had a lot to get off your chest.
No.
You wanted to set the record straight.
Winners are not allowed to allow losers to rewrite history. I don't say any of these things if my name is not breached by these people on your platform. If you give a liar a platform to lie, then I'm not being messy by saying, hold on, that never happened. It's untrue. And there are hundreds of witnesses for each thing I'm saying.
So let me ask you this. What is your relationship with Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, and Cedric the Entertainer as you sit here currently?
For 30 years, they're a group. These aren't 3 random guys. The way that Ricky Smiley kept appearing at all of my auditions is because of Steven said he would tell anybody that, listen, they got a gang on that side. They know what it is. They know who the gang is. Why Earthquake not in movies? Because he's illiterate. He can't read. And they found that out when they gave him a show and put the cards in front of him. Like, all of these dudes are co-entwined and they share secrets. And this is the age of truth. And the truth doesn't need to be scared of the fact that people tell lies. Katt's on drugs. Where are the stories? Why is there no story of anybody who ever sold a drug to me, did a drug with me, was around me when I was inebriated? I got 5 daughters. I got 5 sons. Why would we tell these ridiculous stories? Because it's competition. You feel like, well, why comedy guys can't just get along?
Yes.
Why didn't you get along with the other teams you were competing against? If you're a Denver Bronco, why you don't get along with the Cowboys? Something wrong with you?
But I don't disagree. I don't dislike all the Cowboys. Katt, damn, you like this?
No, that's
okay, what comedians do you like?
Did you play against the team?
Yes.
I've taken 46 comedians with me on the road. 46.
Okay.
I'm not the comedian you can give that to. I only put on comedians that are funnier than me. Anybody that ever told you differently was a fat Faison liar. There's nobody like me in the business.
Faison just called it straight.
Faison said that
roles, and he's
getting a Netflix special.
He's playing a woman role, and he's a Christian, y'all. He's outing these people for who they are. And Ricky Smiley never covered this. No, he literally left this part out, that he was questioning his Christianity. If you're such a Christian, why are you always playing women roles? Like, that's the ones you always get. And that's the ones you go for. Like, you have to have some dignity. And then you want to pull the Christian card on me when it's useful to you? I feel him, bro. I feel him.
It's easy. I have 12 specials. Guess how many Faison got? 0. Why is he allowed to have conversations about real stand-up people? We do not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. That's all.
True.
As a journalist, that's all. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't harbor any resentment to any of these entities because I can't be jealous. I've never seen them have anything that I ever wanted. If you sign up for their program, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced wife that never do an interview. Listen, in 20 years, won't do an interview. Nobody's ever talked to her, and she's never been interviewed anywhere. And now, understand, I'm not talking about one person. What I just told you applies to 7 people. How they all end up with that. That's part of what you get. I came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Yep.
The truth is the light.
Let's go, man.
I have no one of these.
Let's go. Let's go, Katt. I'm with you. I'm riding this play with you. I'm riding it. I'm sorry, man. We got to close these people, man. They've been in the hidings way too long. The more bad press we give them, and I'm not talking bad press where we lie. I don't want to be a clickbaiter. I don't want to come up here and lie to y'all. I don't want to come up here and have conversations about lies. I want everything to be straight down the middle, y'all. That's what I want for this platform. But we can uncover some shit over here. Don't even trip. I'll make our voices heard. Don't even worry. I'll put us in the right algorithms. I promise you that. But I'll tell you this. Not a one of these fucking people that assault women, children, should be walking this earth without the world knowing who they are. That's a fact. People that hurt women and children are one of the most evilest people in my eyes. I just feel that way.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me one more time.
You've already been exposed.
Right.
We can move on now.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, well, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah,
because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information.
There you go.
Knowledge.
There you go.
And your secrets.
There you go.
So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
Yeah,
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know.
Happens to me every day.
They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let
Another
Ricky
good thing,
Smiley say he was supposed to
IMDb, all
play
that.
Money Mike, because I wrote the words for
Yeah,
Money
I'm not
Mike.
talking about
I
wrong.
designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told them to go get the Prowler. I then told them to paint it purple. I told them don't have an actor playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan, to play.
I like what Shay's doing, Shannon, and I like what Cam Newton's doing also. Cam Newton's touching that side of where stars don't go. You know what I mean? Shannon Sharp's up here interviewing stars still. Cam Newton's starting, you know, he had Krishan Rock, fucking what's his name? Charleston White. But I think that's where it gets a little bit iffy for me. Because I don't think stars should come into YouTube and kind of just blow through people. You know, they're able to like steal a lot of, you know, individuals from people's content. And they've already got bread, bro. Like you got people on here that are trying to become famous doing this. This isn't what they've always done.
Like I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Q set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that no one's ever heard. Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard. Oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie, and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. And, like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, Katt. Normally, when people are giving you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time, and they're giving information no one else knows or has ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
These are this is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash.
Good money.
And doing 5 shows a week. They just tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man.
Yeah,
like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. That Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric.
Those aren't office chairs, bro. You see him now? That's a chair. Like that's a lounge right there, boy. That's nasty. That is nasty.
Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made. All lies. Steve and Cedric never performed
at the
Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A., he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Ooh, maybe people don't understand the definitions of these words.
He's exposing.
He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing this
right there? That right there, keep your hopes and dreams alive right there. Jack, I hope that's something you want to be when you grow up. You still got a long way to go, bud. Still got a long way to go. Your room ain't even big enough.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again?
Let's go.
These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people.
Ooh, look at that,
That's
Jack.
why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case.
Very true.
It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Bro. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
I think
they have all the assets and resources and we.
Since I've decided to go in a different route on this, my whole vision is opened up. I'm not even gonna lie. My whole vision is opened up. There for a moment when I got demonetized, and you can see it in my numbers. I can show you my numbers. I noticed it. But I noticed myself going through like this uncreative stage. Like I just didn't have it. Like I think I almost didn't care. You see what I'm saying? Knowing that, you know, I just got monetized, you know, and then boom, got demonetized. Like I've only been monetized since this channel's been going for 3 months. That's counting this month right here. That just tells you what I've been doing up here. Working for free. I've been getting cash apps and you know, support from the people. But YouTube ain't paying me $1. They're giving me pennies, y'all. Pennies. That's not what I do it for. You know, I try to preach that I've changed my life, you know, and hopefully somebody can get enough vigor in them to want to change their life as well. That's just all, you know. I don't have no real path I want to go. I don't have no real message. But I'm definitely against women and children being harmed. And now that I'm seeing the doors being busted open from this entertainment industry, we can definitely help be exposure of that. You know, even if we can't stop it from happening, we can make the light be shine on what's happening. That way more people's eyes are on it. That was the problem with before the internet. Older folks were stuck in their ways. They wouldn't believe anything like this. They just couldn't. My grandmother would be rolling in her grave right now if she knew how the Democrats were. She was a cold-blooded Democrat for the poor people. She'd be rolling in her grave right now. She wouldn't believe me. She probably loved Trump because he's, you know, that kind of guy. But that's just it, man. We could always just shed light on the wrongdoings of these people, man. And it seems like there's a lot of it. It's like a door to the unknown, man. Hey, man, y'all have a beautiful night, man. I thank y'all for coming up here with me, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all stay good. Stay beautiful, man. Make sure you go out there and smile, man. The world can't handle a lot more smiles. Because if you smile, somebody else might smile.